Hi guys, hope you're all doing well. Thanks for tuning in and watching my latest Warhammer 40k battle report. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Earlier in the year, I ran a narrative event and I've been meaning to show you guys one of the narrative missions we played at that event. So it's Guard versus Guard, Imperial Guard versus Death Guard, and two very tank heavy lists as well. Okay, so first let's talk about the mission. This one's the first one from the event. It's called the Raging Storm. Basically, this planet is utterly ruined and the climate is just one big boiling mess. There's a massive storm smashing across this battlefield, and these two forces have bumped into each other and they need to break each other's lines and take the field. So we're playing Dawn of War deployment with 3 objectives on the table. 1 down here in this deployment zone, 1 in the middle, and 1 over here. And you need to take the field. So you get 1 point for every objective that you control at the end of your turn. But you also want to break the enemy lines. So if you get down to the objective in the opponent's zone, if you control the objective in the opponent's deployment zone, you get an extra D6. So it's sequential scoring with a big chunk at the end, and we're fighting in the middle of a Raging Storm. The Raging Storm has 2 effects. First effect is any deep strike, strategic reserves, things like that cannot come in your opponent's deployment zone. Command and control has severely been affected. Comms are down, so no deep striking in, no outflanking straight into your opponent's zone. And also, if either of us puts anything in reserve, then reserves only come in on the roll of a 3-up. On turns 2 and turns 3, and if your reserves haven't come in turn 3, then you can roll in turn 4 and turn 5 as well. Whether either of us puts anything in reserve, I don't know. The other thing is the Raging Storm will also have effects, either lightning strikes, hurricane winds, or cut visibility down, and we'll roll for it at the beginning of each player turn to see what the storm does. One final shout out, the battle mat and all the gorgeous resin scenery that you see is from gamemat.eu. Welcome back to the channel, Just Craig. Say hi, Just Craig.
Hi, Just Craig.
And you were at the narrative event.
I was indeed. I got back into 40k for it.
What was it worth it?
It was really worth it. It was a great event.
And this is the list that you brought along?
It is the list I took, yes.
Okay.
So it'll be good fun.
Can you remember what you did in Mission 1? Did you have fun in Mission 1?
I'm glad you've recapped it. Yes, I had fun.
Right.
It introduced a new way of playing 40k. Like, it's not all about your cards, about your primaries, your secondaries. Like,
nice.
Have your objectives, have fun, have your twits.
Yeah.
And I think you threw spaceships at us in one of the games.
That was in turn 1, yeah. There was stuff degrading from orbit, landing all across. We're not doing that today. I'm not going to throw any spaceships at you. We just stick to the storm and killing each other.
Bat madness, yes.
And here's my 2,000 points worth of Astra Militarum. You're in the Guard, son. The Imperial Guard. Themed list, rolling on to this battle grid. No infantry whatsoever. This is an armoured fist. So we're playing Hammer of the Emperor detachment. Basically the Guard, I can give out orders and things, and I've got a tank commander in a demolisher. He's got the calm under fire enhancement, so he can chuck out a couple of extra orders, like shoot better, I'm definitely going to need that, or take cover. And the Hammer of the Emperor detachment means that whenever I advance, I just go a flat 6. I don't roll for it. But the main thing about it is there's some really useful stratagems for tanks. There's for squadrons, which doesn't affect the Baneblade for some reason, affects everything else. It means there's strats to advance and shoot, there's strats to fall back and shoot, there's strats called crash through ruins and things like that to just go straight through items of terrain. So yeah, 3 demolishers with multi-melters and las cannons. One of them is the commander. 3 Leman Russ battle tanks. They've got the battle cannons and heavy bolters for days. Lots and lots of heavy bolters. Over here, a 2, 2, and a 1 unit of not scout sentinels, old school armored sentinels, all with heavy flamers. And then we have the Baneblade. So many guns with lots of HKs strapped on there as well. So everything in my army has got a 2-up save. Maybe that'll help against the rot and the stink of the Death Guard as we stay sealed inside our metal coffins here. This armored column has rolled across the blasted plains of Gehenna. I'm now bumping into this enemy force, and we're going to keep rolling. I'm going to roll right over them. Hopefully. Maybe, hopefully, because this is your Death Guard. So, yeah. I
Yeah.
brought a vehicle heavy list. You've brought a vehicle heavy list. I like it. It's very themed. So Death Guard, contagions. You're doing the contagion thing, so when I'm in contagion range of you, my toughness will go down and my armor save will go down.
Yeah, that's the one I've chosen. Lots of 2-ups, let's make this 3-ups.
Yes, I like it. And then what detachment are you bringing?
So I'm running Mortarian's Hammer, which allows me to pick 2 units that I can see, and those become afflicted.
Right, so I'm doing a Hammer of the Emperor, you're doing Mortarian's Hammer.
Complete opposites.
Double hammers.
Yeah.
That's a lot of war.
Yes.
Hammer.
Yes.
Happening here. Yeah, you pick 2 units that are further away from your attack.
Over 12, yeah.
And then you put them in contagion as well.
Yep.
And then all your strats, because I run that one quite a lot, help your vehicles too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like crash through stuff and yeah, okay. So what have you brought today?
2,000 points of a nose, so, internet points for me.
Yes, +1.
So the Warlord is the Demon Prince with wings. Ignore the fact they look like jets, they are wings, I promise.
I love them. Those are great wings.
And he's got the Eye of Affliction enhancement, so he wants cover when he shoots. So not going to come into that bigger effect in this game.
No.
Yeah. So supporting him, 2 units of 3 Death Shroud Terminators.
Right.
As they come.
Yes.
Probably going to deep strike those. I know we've got the detriment, but they're up in the warp. They're ready to come down and support where needed.
Yes.
We'll see if the dice gods are with me or against me this game.
Okay.
Up front, 2 cow spawn.
Nice.
As we come.
They're good little guys spawn.
There's so much character those models. They really are.
They're really cool. I thought they were beasts of Nurgle for a minute there, but
they're chaos spawn for this game, right?
right.
And then 3 units of 2 Mephitic Blight Haulers.
Which are good at killing vehicles.
They are +1 to hit and +1 to wound.
Against vehicles. Yes.
Might be a few of those on the table.
Yes, you've got 6 of them, so lovely.
2 Fetid Bloat Drones.
Okay.
These have got the Flesh Mowers, so they're not the Blight Haulery combo, which I hear all about.
Yeah.
So they're not quite as bad.
Well, I can see why you brought them, because when you went up against infantry, you'll need these against infantry, those against... You'll need... some anti-infantry.
10 attacks, I think, from what I can recall of them. So, yeah, they're good at churning through numbers.
Yeah.
In the middle is a Defiler.
Okay.
That Defiler has got the Reaper autocannon, and the Defiler Scourge as an upgrade. So it's got extra attacks in melee. So it's going to run up to you while shooting and then just claw through you.
Nice.
Hopefully. We will see.
And then a couple of Blade Burst Crawlers.
Yep, 2 Blade Burst Crawlers. Entropy cannons on the side of them.
Yeah.
So I think I checked before I came over. I think I've got lethal hits everywhere.
You pretty much got lethal hits everywhere. I think it's like the multi-melters on the haulers are lethal, but the missiles aren't for some reason. But it's weird.
Yeah.
You'd think like the solid round might be lethal with some sort of acidic explosion, not the multi-melter. But yeah, lots and lots of lethal hits all over the place to try and burrow and cut their way through all the Imperial armour. Some punchy, some shooty. I like it. Let's go on to deployment. And here we are after deployment with the armoured column rolling into this blasted battle grid. These accursed ruins. Augury scanners picking up traces of the enemy across the other side of the battle grid. And I put 2 of the armoured sentinels in reserve. The 2 units of 2. Because Craig put his home field objective down here. And I know I can't come in to his deployment zone, but potentially I could scout on this way. Maybe, and start nibbling at them. And there's a unit of Death Shroud Terminators sat on the objective as well. The second unit of Death Shroud Terminators are in reserve. There's the Defiler. Here's a chunk of tanks. Big gap in the middle. And then another column rocking on this way. Because the objective that you want to control at the end of the game for the guard is the one down here that the Baneblade is sat on. Remember, each objective is worth a point at the end of your turn, but the home field objective, break their lines, is worth d6 at the very end of the battle. So can they kill the Baneblade? Maybe. I don't know. Here's a Baneblade. It's toughness 13. I do like this. I like my list. I like your list. It looks good. I think this could be brutal, though.
I think it's going to be turn 1 is going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, what's left?
Who's got first turn, though? We need to roll off. Normally I want to go second, but I really want first turn.
I bet you do.
Yeah, after you, sir. That's a 6.
Come on, beat it.
Okay, I'll beat it. It's a 1.
Nurgle and Zeech are aligned today.
Yes. Why? Nurgle hates Zeech. Zeech hates Nurgle. There's one thing that Nurgle hates more, though, and that's filthy loyalists. Have they have turn 1? showing off your face again one more time, because what happens at the start of every player turn, the person who's not going first rolls a dice to see what happens in the storm. Basically, it's this thing here. All the rules for all the games from the narrative event are in the Discord for the members. But for everyone else, there's a storm, a raging. On a 1-2, there's a lightning strike. 3-4 hurricane winds, 5-6 visibility is cut to 24. And it's a 5-6. So in your turn, visibility is cut to 24. And then you'll roll to see where the change of the wind is in my turn. At the start of the Death Guard turn, they put these 2 tanks in contagion range with their special detachment rule. And there's not a lot of shots going to be coming into the Baneblade, however, but you need to start working on it. And there is a crawler that can see it, and there are 2 units of haulers over here that can see this Leman Russ in contagion range. And then other stuff dashed forward in the middle, advancing, and rolling forward on this flank as well to try and get shots into these Leman Russ. As I mentioned, you get a point for each objective that you control at the end of your turn, and you're only on your home one. For now, didn't advance far enough to take the center one, but the Demon Prince and the Fleshmare are hiding right behind, ready for some of this pain to start rolling forward and to jump on them. So this tank battle is about to begin with shells crisscrossing through the boiling air. So we're starting on this flank with these 2 haulers that have got +1 to hit, firing into my Leman Russ. I'm going to make them -1 to hit. We're popping smoke like a bad boy, pressing that smoke button.
4 shots, hit on freeze.
Yes, multi-multi.
That's 2 lethal.
Brilliant.
And then strength 8.
So force to wound.
Strength 9, sorry.
-4 becomes -5 because of affliction, and then plus. Basically, I need 6s because I pressed the smoke button. I don't get any 6s. 2d6 damage on the Leman Russ. That's 9. That's a good start. And then there's 2 missile launchers.
There is. So we're going to do a high strength version.
Yes.
Freeze again, looking for 6s. There was nearly 1.
Okay.
2 hits.
And then 4s again.
1 more.
I need a 4-up save. It's not a 4-up save. Another d6 damage for 4 damage. And that's enough to kill the Leman Russ, which doesn't explode. That's the first piece of armor down. Now we're on to haulers number 2. The missile launchers can see just within inside 24 inches. Yeah, these are going to hit on 2s. They both hit. And these are going to wound on 4s. They don't wound. It is a Baneblade. Then you move around this Plague Burst Crawler to shoot at it as well. So you've got 2 entropy cannons. They're going to hit on 3s. And one of them hits and one of them's lethal. And that one needs a 5. I'm toughness 13. 1 comes through, a little bit of cover in the way because of the building. Doesn't help me, and it's d6 +1 damage. And the Baneblade takes 5. Then we did the sluggers, they bounce. But what about the Plague Burst Mortar? d6 +3 shots. For 5 shots. Hits on 3s. 6s are lethal, there's a lethal. And then wounds on 5s. And this needs a 2. I'm good. But it does do splash damage on a 6?
It does. Well, this is afflicted.
Okay, so on a 5.
There we go.
That's an extra d3.
D3 mortars.
For an extra 1. Okay, so the Baneblade's taken 6 so far. So it's on 18 wounds remaining. Then we come all the way down to the other side of the battlefield where you move this Plague Burst crawling round. So it can see through the driving rain at the left Leman Russ.
Just within sight.
Yes. 2 entropy cannons.
Hitting on freeze.
And they snake eyes. Okay, that happened. Right. d6 +3 shots with the mortar. It's 8 shots. It's a good number of shots.
Hitting on freeze.
Yes. No lethals.
No lethals.
Any 5s? There's
a 1.
There's a 5. That's a failed save. That's 2 damage and splash damage from the spores as well.
6.
No. Then we did the anti-infantry fire against a tank and tank. It's fine. Now you got the 2 haulers.
Into the same tank this time. Let's remove more firepower in your turn.
Yes.
Okay, so starting with multi-motors. Hitting on 2s.
Right. They all hit.
Lethal.
That one's lethal. And you have 2 wounds in total, essentially. I'm going to need 6s. No 6s. 2d6 damage on this tank. It's on 1 wound remaining.
Missile launchers need to come in here, don't they?
Yes. 2 shots of the missile launchers. 2s to hit.
Oh no, just 2.
Yes, just 2. One of them hits. Needs a 4 to wound.
Not quite.
Doesn't wound. So it's smoking, leaking oil on 1 hull point remaining, 1 wound, and then the Defiler's putting all the guns into it.
Everything into it, yes.
Okay, starting off with...
The main cannon, so D6 plus 3 shots.
Okay, for 8 shots, Corn's number.
Hitting on 3s.
Yes.
2 lethals.
That's lots of hits.
Strength 10.
3s to wound.
Oh.
I need 3s, lots of 3s. No. Dead tank. Does this one blow up? No. And with that, the guns of the Death Guard fall silent. There's no charges coming up, no more shooting. That is the end of Death Guard turn 1. They get a point for locking down their home field objective. And I brought 6 Lehman Russ to the party, and I've already lost 2 of them. So the fight back from the Guard needs to hit, and hit hard. But first, roll a dice. Let's see what happens in this lightning storm. Just Craig.
Yeah.
3 is hurricane winds.
Okay.
No advancing whatsoever. My whole detachment thing is when I advance, I can just go 6 instead of rolling.
Yeah.
But that's just turned off now. Right, okay, Guard turn 2. Did I say turn 2?
You did.
Turn 1, it's turn 1. Right, so on this side of the battlefield, the Baneblade reversed back a little bit. So even if these haulers decide to dash forward, I'm not going to be in the melter part of the melter range. Melters can still hit, but none of the bonuses to damage. And that Baneblade has got to deal with those 4 drones on his own. Because down in the middle, here's the tank commander and the 2 other Demolisher battle tanks, double teaming the central objective there in case anything jumps around onto it. Need to kill at least 1 of those. But the rest of the tanks are just pushing forward, including this Lehman Russ on his own. Just pushing straight up the gut. Need to pressure your home field objective. If I can keep a chunk of stuff back there and then deal with the rest of your army, that seems like a winning tactic to me. So we're starting here with this Lehman Russ battle tank, whose buddy you killed, shooting at the haulers right in front. Are you doing anything? You've got smoke. You're not doing okay, right? We hit you on 4s with all the heavy bolters. Rerolling 1s and 6s are sustained. All right, then 5s to wound. Wound.
All right.
Yes. That's 2 damage. That's a nice start. Here's a HK, which rerolls 1s. That's what this tank does. Misses. And D6 plus 3 shots with the battle cannon. Brilliant. That's a 1. 4s. 2 hits. Strength 10, toughness 9. So those, at least I wound you. 2 more. 4 up saves. And you make them. Okay, so one of them is at 8 wounds. Then I'm going to shoot this Lehman Russ. They've all been told to shoot better from the tank commander. And we're shooting in the first Demolisher into the squadron. Multi-melters. We're hitting on 3s now. It's strength 9 versus toughness 9, so 4s. I do all of the wounds.
It's just onto my man here.
Yes.
5 ups.
Need to kill these things.
Uh-oh.
You failed 2. 2d6 damage.
Oh.
That's 7 damage, 8 damage. You
There's
took
one dead.
two. Yeah, that's one already. And it went pop when it died, taking a wound off the other hauler and a wound off the drone behind. And they're a squadron, so I'm going to keep firing in to that squadron. Here is the las cannon, which misses. Here is the HK, which hits because he was told to hit better, and it wounds. Another 5 up and burn. New D6 damage from the HK. For 3, it's nice. And then we're on to the Demolisher battle cannon, which is 4 shots in total, hitting on 3s. Thank the Emperor. Strength 14, more 3s, 2 more 3s, 2 more invulnerable saves.
No.
New. 2d6 damage. Snake eyes. Got 4 left. Firing Demolisher number 2 in. I'm going to put all the guns into it. I want it dead. But not the do I put the HK in? What can the HK? The HK is going to fire at that Plague Burst Crawler, but all the other guns are going to come into this, okay? Now, what we do? We're going to get greedy. I'm going to put the HK and the multi-melters into the Plague Burst Crawler. Yes, that makes sense. And then the Demolisher Battle Cannon and the Las Cannon will come into this.
Confident?
I'm very, very confident this is all going to work. Here's the Las Cannon. The Las Cannon hits, you see. It's fine. Everything's fine. Nobody panic. Strap in. This is good. We don't wound. Right, the Demolisher. D6 plus 1 shots into the drone. 6, we've got 6 shots. This is going to hit you on 3s. And hits 4 times, that's nice. And wound on 3s. Ooh. All the wounds, all the time. More 5-up and vulnerable saves.
Or death.
You fail them all. It's got 4 wounds left, and I do a lot of that. And more than 4.
Not a lot.
Does this one blow up? We didn't do the other blow up one. No, it doesn't blow up.
It fizzles, not pops.
Yes, we should put a wound on that tank when the other one blew up, actually. So I got rid of one of the units of haulers. That's a nice start. Now we're coming across to the multi-melters and the HK going into your tank. Here's a HK. That's a hit. Strength 14. That's not a wound. Multi-melters? Mine aren't lethal and still need 5s to wound like a normal multi-melter. I do 2 wounds though. That'll be 2 invulnerable saves on that tank of 5s.
No,
you fail both of them as well. No, if you could keep failing saves, that'd be lovely. And I do 11 damage to the Plague Burst Crawler, putting it down to 1 remaining. So that leaves my tank commander. And that's it. So we just measured. The 4 multi-melters are in range to kill your Plague Burst Crawler, right? That'll be enough. Then the Demolisher Shell, the Lance Cannon and the HK can come this way for the drone. You killed 2 of my big tanks. I've killed 2 of yours so far, but let's overkill. Let's kill some more. So starting off with the multi-melters into the Plague Burst Crawler. We hit 3 times. We just need 5s. We get 2 wounds through.
Invulns or death.
If you could keep failing the invulnerable saves, just Craig.
It's got to swing at some point, right? Not now.
Unless you want a command point it. Because there's going to be no other shots coming into it. You've got 2 sat over there.
Never listen to Winters, right?
Hashtag don't listen to winners.
Yeah, don't listen to Winters.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. That's 3 of the enemy vehicles down. Now let's fire the HK, the Demolisher Shell, and the Las Cannon into this drone. Las Cannon hits and doesn't do anything. Right. HK, that hits and doesn't do anything. Right, Demolisher Shell. We have 4 shots. Hitting on 3s because he can give out 3. He ordered himself. It hits twice. Strength 14. Wounds once. Invuln. No invuln. You just don't make saves.
Can't make invulns.
And we do. 3 more damage to the drone. It's down to 6 remaining, and that's all the firepower from this flank, and that was good. Taking out 2 of the haulers and a Plague Burst Crawler, and now I've got 1 thing left to fire, the Lord of War, the super heavy tank, the Baneblade. Let's see what it can kill. It's going to pour all of its firepower into the front unit of 2 haulers.
I'm popping smoke.
Right, here's all the twin heavy bolters coming in. Now, because you pop smoke, I'm actually hitting on 5s. So lots of 5s. 6s are, there's a 6. That's sustained, which is good because I only got 3 hits. So 4 get through. Strength 5 is 5s to wound, but they are twinky dinky, and you are in the open. So those are 3 4-up saves from the heavy bolters.
Is that with my +1?
And you lose 4 wounds. Now, the Demolisher Shell and the Baneblade, you know, in the other ones it was D6 plus 1 shots. In the Baneblade, bigger shells. D6 plus 3 shots for many. But we're firing into smoke, so I still need 5s, and that is a hit. Can it wound? It can wound. 5 invulnerable save. And you can make a save finally.
Last.
Yay! Last cannons? What's that one?
That's a 6.
One of them hits. One of the last cannons hits and wounds. Another 5-up and van?
No.
No.
No, that's what it lasted.
D6 plus 1 damage for 2 damage. I am gonna CP that. Yes.
Could kill it.
Because it could kill it. What did I get? For 4 damage. It's on 2 left.
Yep.
Right, here's the coaxial autocannon. That misses. And then it's 3d6 shots with the Baneblade main gun. For that many. And this hits on 5s. Look at those 6s, which don't do anything right about now. Strength 12.
Yep.
So
3s
to wound. That many wounds, and because you pop smoke, there are loads of 4-up saves.
Yep.
Yeah. 3 damage a time. So it was on 2 wounds?
Yeah, so first one kills 1.
And that puts the other one down to 4 wounds.
Yeah.
And that is the Ender Guard, turn 1. Popping Smoke on that Baneblade definitely helped keep some of those haulers alive, because, yeah, I was facing 6 of them, and now I'm only facing 3. And at the end of that turn, I do pick up 2 points for being on 2 objectives. But we've got a couple of pre-rolls as we go into turn 2. First up, Craig, do your reserves come on a 3?
Yes.
They do come on. You can choose to leave them off, by the way. That's part of the thing. But you've got to roll to break. Yeah. But if you choose to leave them off and they don't come on, you still have to roll in turn 4, in turn 5. And also, there's the possibility that they might never come on.
So like, I could regret this if I don't.
You could. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Well, I've seen how difficult the dice gods are, right?
And the other thing is, there's a change in the wind as the raging storm twists and turns. So what happens to the storm? It is my roll, isn't it? So on a 1-2, you get struck by lightning. 3-4, visibility, advance. 5-6 is the visibility thing. And it's the visibility thing. You can't shoot over 24 inches away as we go on a Death Guard turn 2. In the Death Guard movement phase, the units of haulers move up to take on the Baneblade and the Death Shroud. Deep Strike in, danger close to it as well, because it's in contagion range. So Deep Strike just over 6 inches back. There's going to be a charge. There's going to be a lot of shots coming in. But you did advance this first one here and rolled a 1.
Fatal mistake, yeah.
So what that means it can't shoot?
Currently, yes. The idea was it was going to advance, get in motor range, and then I've got enough strat to make it assault.
In the shooting phase.
2, and but that didn't quite go off.
Okay, so right now it's not shooting unless you spend your own ECP.
Yep.
And then you're not going to need a CP reroll on a 6-inch charge, right? You'll definitely make the 6.
It saves I can't make it. It's
charge. Right? Yeah. Down in the middle, you put the Tank Commander as well in contagion range.
The only other thing I could, so I was too close to declare anything else.
Yeah. And we've got the Flesh Mower going to go in. There's the Demon Prince going to go in. And then down this side, we have Defiler, Flesh Mower, other Plague Burst Crawler. While the remaining Death Shroud and they stay down here.
Yes.
The spawns stay down here. Because I've got some outflanking Sentinels.
That could hurt.
The idea by putting them in strategic is, because your objective was there, is I could have brought them on this side to try and trouble that one, but you're shielding this edge quite well.
Quite a heavy presence.
So they're probably, if they come on, are going to sweep on from this side to do something about this push against the Baneblade, because this could be painful. So while the storm rages, the haulers on this flank are shooting everything they can into the Baneblade. The 2 that didn't advance.
Yeah, we're doing the rear ones first. Yes. So starting with the motor shots, not within motor range, but 2s to hit.
Yeah. And there's a lethal. And yes, these need 4s to wound now. That's 3 wounds. I need 6s. Lots of 6s. I don't make any 6s. This is a 3d6 damage.
So triple 6s in this territory?
Yeah.
That's definitely not.
It's not dead yet.
That's 6.
That's 6. It's on 12 remaining. There's 2 missiles that streak across the battlefield.
Again.
And one of them hits.
Lethal.
It's not lethal. You still need a 5 to wound. It's about the only thing in your army that isn't lethal. I'm going to need a 5 against that. That's not a 5. Another d6 damage for 5 more. It's on 7 remaining. Now you have an interesting decision to make. Is that soft enough for the Death Shroud Terminators to go charging in and you not fire that one, or do you want to spend it on advance and shoot?
I think I preserve it. There might be something else to do a little bit later.
Okay, so that's it for the Baneblade for now.
Survives the shooting phase.
It's reeling. It's on 7 wounds remaining. Now we come down to the other side of the battlefield. So we roll for the demon, spurting on that sentinel, burning off a couple of wounds with its acidic spray. Now onto the Plague Burst Crawler, shooting at this Lehman Russ down here.
Yep.
Here's some entropy cannons, and one of them hits and is lethal, and just 1 wound so far. I think it's -3. That doesn't help me. No. It's d6 plus 1 damage for 6 damage. Then it takes a wound from a slugger as well, goes down to 6 wounds remaining, and then d6 plus 3 shots from the mortar.
For the main cannon.
For 4 shots, just 4. Okay, 3s to hit. Everything hits. 5s to wound though. And I have got a little bit of cover tucked around the side of this building. So they are 2-up saves. Fail one of them, taking 2 more damage, and on a 6, it does splash damage.
On a 6
as
on
well.
him, it's splash damage. which it doesn't.
Negative.
But next to him is
Yes.
the afflicted unit, so it's on 4 up for him. So it does, D3.
We just checked. Now you needed a 5, not a 4, but so it doesn't splash either of them. It might splash the third tank though.
It does.
That one it does, and that's D3 on that uninjured tank for 2. So all of my tanks are injured right now, except for the tank commanders.
Yep.
Now we're on to the Defiler, and despite the fact that this Leman Russ is right in front of them, you want to charge the Leman Russ.
Yes.
So the shots from the Defiler are coming into this Leman Russ. The Demolisher 1 on 6 wounds remaining. Battle cannon.
D6 plus 3 shots.
Okay, for 8.
8. Between freeze.
Yes. And are they lethals?
Yes.
Of course they're lethals. And then wounding a tank on a 5. Okay, many
3
wounds.
more. 5 total, AP minus 1.
Lots of cover in the way though. So 2s. I failed 6.
So,
3, sorry.
9 damage.
Which is 9 damage. Yeah, I fail enough to kill the tank, which doesn't blow up. Yeah, that happened. Gob smacked. That actually happened. Right, so that's the end of the shooting phase. Now we want to charge. The drone can't fail the charge. The Defiler, though, needs a 4. And, okay, they both get into the Leman Russ. When the Defiler came crashing through, you're tank shocking into the Leman Russ. Looking for 5s.
Oh,
There
2.
is just 2 5s. That's interesting. Interesting because 6-inch charge for the Death Shroud, and you just spent your CP.
Yeah, relying on the 6.
Yeah, this will work, right?
Thumbs inch.
This will definitely work. That's a 5! That's a 5! That happened. That's 1 inch out. So the Baneblade is going to survive one more round.
It will.
Just one more round. 7 wounds remaining. And then the drone in the middle couldn't fail the charge into the Sentinel, so he's there, and the Demon Prince needs a 5 to engage the Sentinel as well. And that's another failed
charges.
charge. So only a tank and a Sentinel get assaulted this turn. So let's see what this Flesh Mower can do to the Sentinel.
Sitting on freeze, but lethal.
Okay.
Very lethal to carry me through this.
Yeah, and lots of 1s and 2s. Right, strength of that Flesh Mower.
Strength 7.
Toughness. My toughness goes down, so 3s to wound. And
Okay,
that's 4 wounds. -1 becomes -2 because of contagions. And that is 2 damage a time?
Yep.
That Sentinel survives on 1 wound remaining. Okay, onto Flesh Mower number 2 versus a Leman Russ. So many attacks.
Well known to be made of flesh, right? Leman Russes.
Yes. 1 lethal gets through and 2 hits, which need 5s to wound. Just 2 wounds. And then -1 becomes -2. And that is 4 damage.
4 damage, yes.
Okay, it's lost 5. Now the Defiler's going to have to
Now
do
the
it.
one that will hurt.
So, 8 wounds to get through. What sort of strike are we doing?
So it's got the Defiler Scourge.
Yes.
Has Claws, which is 5 attacks, and then extra attacks 3 on the Scourge. So we've got an 8 attacks in here.
Nice.
So this will be good.
Okay,
Freeze to hit you with the Claws.
claws. It's the claw.
Oh.
2 hits.
2
right,
hits.
okay. What's the
Strength
strength?
16.
That's 3s to wound. That's
That's
1 wound.
1 wound, AP minus 3.
3.
4.
Okay, I need a 6. That's not a 6. How much damage?
D6 plus 1.
It's got 8 left. It's got
3.
3 left. 3. It's yeah. Okay, still on 5 remaining.
And there'll be extra attacks from the Scourge.
Okay,
Hitting on freeze with lethal. Not lethal.
not lethal. 2 hits.
Strength 12.
3s to wound.
1 wound.
How much-
-1.
how much-
Becomes 2.
How much damage does this
This is
do?
2 damage.
So you're not going to kill
No.
it. You're not going to kill
Too
it.
confident.
You're not going to kill it, and you're not even going to wound it with that. This Leman Russ is still on 5 wounds remaining. And that's the end of turn 2 for the Death Guard. Failing a couple of charges and failing to kill that Sentinel in the middle of the battle grid means you only hold on to your home field objective one more time. It's 2 points each.
Yeah.
But if you killed that Sentinel, then actually you'd need to kill the Sentinel, and the Demon Prince would have needed to make the charge
The
as
Demon
well
Prince not making a charge is what's fine.
to stop this tank scoring in the middle. So it's 2 points each. But remember your score if you take the opponent's objective. And my Baneblade is only on 7 wounds remaining, and there's Blightlord Terminators and Mephitic Blight Haulers rolling straight down towards them. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to break through here. So we might have to get into defensive mode with the 2 units of 2 Sentinels that are currently in reserve. So let's roll to see if they come in or not. One of them's coming in, and I think I'm definitely going to bring them in. because I think I need the help. And then you roll for the storm. Let's see where the wind blows.
That's a 3, so that is the advance again, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you've turned off my detachment roll. I can't advance any more time as we go to Imperial Guard turn 2. And so as the raging storm howls across the battlefield, it has affected what I wanted to do. Because I wanted to spend a CP to advance back with my tank commander so I can shoot this way. And the storm is buffeting and shaking and rocking these tanks around. So no advancing. It might tip in a pothole or something. So I can't shoot back this way. So the Baneblade is on its own. 1 minute. I forgot my reserves. Right, there they are. I brought them on. The Baneblade is no longer in reserve. It is backed up by those 2 Sentinels there. However, a couple of things also happened. It's bracketed, so it's hitting on 5s. It's also tank shocked. No, not tank shocked. It was battle shocked. All the other things past battle shocked. So it's battle shocked. It's hitting worse. It's got a set couple of Sentinels to back it up. And you're declaring Overwatch.
I am. My unit of 2 Blight Haulers are going to Overwatch against the Baneblade.
Yeah, because you're looking for 6s, because 6s are lethal.
Yep.
And we'll just wound it.
Just hope that I can get rid of it.
Yeah, let's see if the
luck on my
multi-melters.
side.
Just a 6. Just 1 6.
That's far from it.
No 6s.
Okay.
How about the missiles, though? The 6s, the missiles can... No.
No. Cool.
Okay, right.
Go back to my CP. Go on.
Right, so that happened there.
Yep.
Then I yelled out orders all over the place, and because I'm not battle shocked without Sentinel, I'm still controlling the central objective. And because my tank commander couldn't move very far, the idea is to try and kill all the stuff on the central objective. And then down here, I spent a CP to back off, tactically withdraw with the tank.
Cowardice.
So tactically, it's actually, look, it's not it's a strat. It's a thing we can do. It's literally called tactical withdrawal, not cowardice. Fall back and shoot. So we're fall backing and shooting. I did remember to fight back with the vehicles, by the way. I don't think we caught it on camera. But vehicles rolling again, nothing happened. Nothing happened. So we're going to try and gun some more stuff down. It's 2 points to 2. And I'm going to hold this objective and hold this objective, you see. It's D6 if you take each other's objectives, break each other's lines at the end. So I think if we go into full-on defensive mode and not take that one, maybe we'll win. Mind you, it's also D3 if you give up your Warlord. And he's right here. And there's a Demon Prince there. I don't think I can kill the Demon. Maybe I could kill the Demon Prince. I need to kill the drone first, though. So let's start shooting at the drone. Let's fire everything from tank number 1 into drone. Here's a Laz. That misses. Okay, here's the multi-melters. 3s to hit because he was ordered 1. Just 1. And at least it wounds. There's an invulnerable save on the drone. And that's not an invulnerable save. This is D6 plus 2 damage at this range. For 8 damage,
2.
It's a critical hit. Then the Demolisher Shell, adding 1 to this, has 7 shots. Maximum effort. And I hit on 3s. And we wound on 3s. That is 3 more invulnerable saves. Trying to keep that drone alive. That is a dead drone. No explosions. He's gone. That leaves the tank commander, my Warlord, to fire everything at your Warlord.
Yeah. Your plan's coming together, I'll give you that.
Yeah. I fired all the HKs except for the ones on the Sentinels. So it's just melters, lasers, all the things. 3s with the multi-melters. It's nice, isn't it? Strength 9. It's a Demon of Nurgle, though. So only one of them wounds. And you fail the save. You're not in melter range. But you do take 5 damage. And then there's a las cannon, which hits and wounds.
Alright.
Yep.
No.
Sure you want to CP any of these?
I can't.
This is D6 plus. Have you spent all your CP?
Yeah, I'm out.
So 5 damage so far. And that's another 5 damage. And that is Slay the Warlord. Yes. That'll be an extra D3 at the end. So we're going to be on full-on defensive mode. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. That was good. This is what it's working. On to the Lehman Russ now. Fire everything at the drone we just fell out of combat with. But this one's set up more for anti-infantry. This is a lot of heavy bolter fire. And we're hitting on 4s. That 6 is sustained. And we're going to need 5s to wound a drone. And we do a wound. It needs a 4-up save. and it takes 2 damage. It's down to 4 remaining. Demolish a shell, fire 6 times. I appreciate the fact that you're just not saving.
No, it's not on my side for saving, is it? Higher power, fine. But...
Zinch hates you today because you're playing Nurgle. 2 hits with the Demolisher Shell. 1 wound with the Demolisher Shell. If you fail this one as well, it'd be great. No, you don't. You made a save.
I made 1.
Still on 4 remaining. So that's all the Leman Ruffs done. Coming over here, we have the Sentinels, which are going to fire their HKs and Flamers at the Death Shroud right in front because they're very, very scary.
Yeah.
HK's hit on 4s. Is that a hit? One of them hits. Strength 14. Even wounds a Death Shroud Terminator on a 2. That's a 1. Command point. Are we going to command point? I've got 1 over there. Yeah, we are. You see, we wound. 4 up invulnerable save. Because I knew you would fail the save.
It's me in a save.
Yes. And they've got 3 wounds each, and this does d6 damage and blows 1 in half. Now let's burn away some of that putrescent stink. Auto hitting 7 times. Nurgle's number needs 5s to wound, which means I don't wound. It was, I don't wound at all. Now we're on to the Baneblade.
You don't want to shoot it at all, do you?
I do. Look, the Baneblade battle cannon does a flat 3 damage and they have 3 wounds each, right?
Yeah.
So we'll fire that at them. And then all the other guns, it's hitting on 5s now, you see. I think we overkill 1 unit. We overkill because it's hitting on 5s. All the other guns are going to go into the 1. Yes, just 1 hauler. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. That might be a bit of overkill. The shells that go boom, the big, they'll go into the infantry, all the direct fire into that thing. Okay? Mm-hmm. Right, so let's do the shells that go boom into the Death Shroud Terminators. D6 plus 3 shots with the Demolisher Shell. This is going to hit on 5s because that tank's gyros are shot and it hits twice. Strength 14. We wound twice. Invulnerable saves. You fail them both. Literally laughing out loud. First shell destroys 1. Second shell destroys another. Okay, that happened.
Yeah.
That was before the Baneblade battle cannon went into them. That was an overkill. Let's try to overkill this drone as well. Here's 4 las cannons and 3 of them hit. I'm sorry. I'm feeling a bit mean.
Are you sorry?
No, not at all. Bert, die, traitor, die. That's 2 more wounds.
2 more invulns?
Yes.
You know how good I am.
You make 1 fail 1. D6 plus 1 damage. It's got 6 remaining. And
there's the 6.
Then the guns of the guard go quiet. The good guard, the Imperial Guard, not the smelly Death Guard. The guns go quiet as they rearm and reload, and it's 4 points to 2. Plus I get D3 at the end. But if you get the Warlord, that'll be D3 for you as well. And you've got a couple of haulers over here. You've got the Plague Burst Crawler over there. The Demon Prince is gone. And then all the way over here, do you chase after this Leman Russ down in the corner on 5 wounds remaining? One of them might. Do you break free from this backfield objective and just leave a couple of spawn down here to look after it? Maybe. Will that tempt one of my tanks to break formations? Still a lot to think about. Still a lot to play for as we go into Death Guard. Turn 3. And the storm rages on. A 1-2, lightning comes down. 3-4, hurricane winds. 5-6, visibility. And it's a 1-2. Lightning strike comes down. So I pick a unit and hit it from very, very high up. D6 mortal wounds coming into this drone. For just 1, the lightning strike landed next to it. Gave it a little tickle. Right, let's go on to the Death Guard movement phase. So in the Death Guard movement phase, the haulers are still tank hunting this battle-shocked Baneblade on. 7 hull points remaining. Surely this is the time to kill it. And then over here we have the Defiler, a Plague Burst Crawler, and some Spawn that got a really good run. Came smashing all the way through the ruins. Looking at the 2 Leman Russes in the middle, and potentially my Warlord for those extra points. And he's all about running off with the Death Shroud Terminators. But then my Sentinels that are in reserve will just flank on somewhere over here, not in your deployment zone, and steal it from you. So you kind of have to leave them there. because there's no way two sentinels can take on these fellas. So that keeps it safe. That stops you losing the extra D6 for line breaker at the end of the mission. But can you kill another tank? What about a really big tank?
Yeah, there's been a lot of Death Guard converted into a Plague Mist, so what will make me feel a lot better is a Death Baneblade.
Okay, I'm going to pop smoke. Because you've got pluses to hit.
Yeah, plus
so
to hit, then
back to 3s. But
3s to hit, yeah.
In melter range, finally. And there's a lethal.
There's a lethal and 2 hits.
Those other ones were wound on 4s.
2 more.
Okay.
That's 3.
AP -5, essentially. So I need 6s because of the smoke. I don't make any 6s. This is 3d6 plus 6 damage.
So I need to roll a 1 on 3 dice.
Yeah.
Just Dice Gods can't be this against
just
me, right?
roll a 1. 1, 1.
1.
And that was 15 damage. The Baneblade gets cut in half and just crumples into pieces. So that's part 1 of the plan. Part 2 of the plan is to hunt down and destroy my enemy warlord, the tank commander. The Defiler's shooting at it. D6 plus 3 shots with a really big shell.
Need high here.
Yes.
That's a high. 3s, but looking for 6s for lethal.
That's yes.
Yeah. 5s to wounds because you're not in contagion range.
Yes. Okay, so that is 5 wounds that come through. AP?
AP -1.
Right. I failed 3 of the saves.
3 damage time.
Is that 9 damage?
Yep.
That hurt. And my tank commander takes his first wounds. He's down to 4 remaining. And then there's a Reaper autocannon shooting in as well.
There is. So hitting on 3s.
Yes. Sustained. So that's an extra hit. It's all coming up Millhouse. And 5s to wound, but 6s are devastating.
Yep.
It's a normal Reaper. Okay, there's 1.
1 wound.
1 wound. There's a save. We're good. We're still on 4. You're not going to shoot with a Plague Burst Crawler, right? You're going to shoot the other tank instead?
I am going to shoot your Warlord.
No.
And I'm going to spend my remaining CP on Drawn to Despair to re-roll my hits against you.
You really want him dead.
I want him dead.
Entropy cannons.
Hitting on 3s.
Yes.
Re-rolling.
Good job you spent the thing on the thing. They
2
both
hits.
Right, you need 5s to wound though. And then one gets through. -3?
-3.
That's not a save.
D6 plus 1 damage.
It's got 4 left. It's
gone.
It's gone even before the shells come raining in, and no boom. Both of us have lost our warlord. And that's 2 tanks down, the 2 most important tanks for the guard, the Baneblade and my commander, and then we charge. This drone comes into this Lehman Russ one more time, and the Defiler wants to make a 10-inch charge into the last demolisher.
It's not likely to happen, but
in the middle of
it.
it.
Go,
Well,
right?
you never know. Your dice roll has been swingy, and that's a 7.
Yeah.
So the only combat this round is going to be this drone against this tank. 3s to hit with the fleshy mowers of doom.
Looking for 6s. Nicely done. Strength 7, so 5s to wound you.
Yep. Okay.
More 3.
4 wound, -1.
-1.
Comes -2, so 4s. How much
2
damage?
damage piece.
It's on 1 left. And with that fight ongoing, that is the end of Death Guard turn 3. They pick another point up for locking down their home field objective. They're on 3. The Guard are on 4. But the Guard have 2 tanks left. It's been a brutal, bloody affair.
It has.
And some Sentinels. And there's another unit of Sentinels that comes running on now in turn 3. And let's see what the
Mission
lightning
shenanigans.
strike does. A lightning
strikes.
strike comes down. And that does D6 mortal wounds, and you pick a target at the start of turn 3, and you're picking the Sentinel
I'm picking the Sentinel.
on 1 wound remaining. So that one's going to go, will it blow up? Because then the splash damage would have hit my... Okay, so that happens at the start of turn 3.
Yep.
Lightning from the heavens are like, screw you in particular. As we go to guard turn 3. At the end of the guard movement phase, with lightning raining down from the skies, I've got 4 units left. 2 tanks and 2 units of 2 Sentinels. But I am locking down my home objective. And I have consistently scored the central objective. So it will be 6 points to 3 in favour of the Death Guard at the end of this turn. Double the points. Death Guard, Imperial Guard. 6 points to 3 in favour of the... So many guard. So much guard going on. Double the points for the good guys. But will there be anything left at the end of the battle? Not sure. I reversed with the tank. It's on 1 hull point remaining, 1 wound remaining. So it's just staying there trying to draw that drone into the corner. And it's Operation Protect my home field objective with the Demolisher and with the Sentinels. We're going to start with the Demolisher firing in. And you're popping smoke?
Popping smoke.
Popping smoke. Here's the shell. The shell has 3 shots. And because you pop smoke and because I couldn't order it anymore, it's 5s.
Oh.
I just rolled 3 5s, Craig. That's good, isn't it? Yeah. 3s to hit. I wound all the times as well.
What about the 5s, I guess?
What about the
so
5s?
5 pin buns. Made 1.
Okay, 2d6 damage. That is snake eyes. It was definitely meant to be, to hit and wound and then not damage you. Terry packed that one back at the ammunition plant and put duds in it. He's a chaos cultist, don't you know? Have you heard about Terry? Terry the chaos cultist. No explosive rounds in that one. Multi-melters. Let's fire the multi-melters in. 5s to hit. There's a hit. Can I wound? I can wound.
This is definitely an inbound. No.
And this will do more than 1 damage. It does 4 damage. One has taken 6 wounds. It's on 4 remaining. And then a las cannon comes in and misses. The las cannon there firing off through the smoke. So now the sentinels burning you. Number of hits with, okay, just 3 hits with the flamers. 5, 1 wound. 1 wound at -1.
So we get negated, so 3 up.
No, that's 3 wounds remaining, and then we have unit number 2. I'm going to fire the flamers and then the HKs because this is a fresh wave. Here's the flamer shots. 7 this time. Nogle's number. This means I'm not going to wound, right? 5s to wound, protected by. Okay, 1 more wound. 1 more 4-up save because flamers ignore cover. Okay, we're down to 2. And then the HKs need 5s. And they miss. And there's no more shots. So I failed to kill the Mephitic Blight Haulers. Not shooting with the tank in the corner on 1 wound remaining. Because I didn't spend the CP this time.
Yep.
So you can't fall back and shoot. And if I'd have stayed in combat, it'd be dead. So that's the end of card. Turn 3, it's 6 points to 3.
Interesting.
And at the start of turn 4, the hurricane winds blow. And on a 1,
oh no,
do a lightning strike down on one of your units.
Oh no.
You picked on my sentinel and destroyed it. I'm going to pick on... It doesn't change the shape of the battle, though. If I destroy that... 1 minute. This hauler, this Mephitic hauler's on 3 wounds remaining. Let's hit it
please?
From heaven. This is the finger of the Emperor. May me smite you down. For 3 hull points, perfect number.
He's down.
He's down. And we're going to Death Guard turn 4. So, in the Death Guard turn, with 1 hauler pressuring the home field objective for the Imperial Guard, everything else pushes forward to engage. The beasts, not the beasts of Nurgle, the Spawn got a good advance again. And the Plague Burst Crawler is on the central objective. So finally, the Death Guard outscore the Imperial Guard on the central objective. And you've got guns here either to shoot that tank in the back or shoot down at the sentinels over here. Because if that hauler takes this objective and survives all of this, that could be the game-winning move. Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, down in this corner, this drone and this Leman Russ have beef.
It's had its sight on it the entire game.
But we'll get back to that eternal battle between that fetid bloke drone and that Leman Russ. We're going to come down here first, where Mephitic Blight Hauler is shooting at the unit right in front.
Are these monster a vehicle?
They are vehicles.
Okay,
You're going to hit on 2s. Yeah. You hit both of the times, and one of them's lethal with a multi-melter.
So 2s?
Yeah. They both wound. I need 6s. They are armored sentinels. Actually, no. We're also in contagion range.
Yes.
So, no, I don't get any save. D6 plus 2 on the first one. 7 wounds to get through.
No.
Not dead. And then dead. You kill 1. Boom? No boom.
Then a missile launcher into the remaining one.
Yes. And that is a hit, yeah, with a plus to hit and plus to wound. And that's a wound. And I think I need a 5. That's not a 5. D6 damage. Takes the first wound off that sentinel down to 6. So 1 sentinel down. Now we're coming into the Defiler, which is shooting, ignoring the tank in the middle, shooting everything down here.
Yep.
Trying to break the back of the guard objective. So firing in with the big nasty battle cannon one more time.
D6 plus 3 shots.
Yes. For maximum effort.
Hitting on 3s.
Yes. 6s are lethal. Wounding on 3s. 5 at -1, -2, back to -1 because of the cover. 3 get through,
9 damage.
destroying one of them utterly.
4 shots, hitting on freeze.
Yeah, auto cannon. And then strength 7?
Yep.
4s to wound.
2 more.
2 more wounds, no devastating though. And that takes another wound off. Drops this one down to 6. So they're both on 6. Now you're down to a Plague Burst Crawler. We've got nothing left on either side. Are you going to fire everything at the Sentinel, or are you going to split fire? Because it always works.
I hear splitting fireworks all of the time.
Right.
Yeah. So the big cannon is going to come down here.
Okay.
As is the slugger.
right.
And then we're going to put the infantry cannons into the tank.
Into the rear of the tank.
Yeah.
Point blank range.
Yeah.
That tank has to smoke, because that other tank is going to die in a minute, and it'll be my last one remaining. So let's start off with the 2 entropy cannons. You're hitting on 4s now, and 1 hits, and it's lethal.
Yep.
At -3, -4, back to -3. I need a 5. That's not a 5. It's d6 plus 1 damage. So
2.
just 2 damage. So the tank in the middle. Last demolisher's on 9 wounds remaining. Now the mortar. d6 plus 3 shots into Sentinel. For 5 shots into Sentinel. And this is going to hit on 3s. And only 3 of them hit. Going to wound on 3s.
Oh.
1 comes through. I make the save because of cover and things. And that's the end of the shooting phase.
4 heavy sluggers, but...
Oh yeah, the sluggers, yes. There's a lethal. And then 5s.
Just one.
The lethal, no, we're good. Splash damage as well, by the way.
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, on a
Might
5
actually
now.
Oh, no, it doesn't. Just him.
Yeah.
5. Yes.
Yes, D3 mortals. For 1 more. Okay, that happens. That's on 5 wounds remaining, and that is the end of the shooting phase.
Yep.
And now we're going to charge. So the drone charges the tank down here. No charging in the middle. And the hauler charges the Sentinel over here. And you're tank shocking 1 more time.
Tank shocking, use him as CP.
And drive right through and take his legs out of the Sentinel. 5s. That is 4 mortal wounds. Puts it on 2 remaining. Then the hauler nibbles out with his gnashing maw.
4 attacks.
Yep.
Hitting on freeze.
Yep. That's 3 hits. Strength?
Strength 6, so 5s. Oh, no, -1 toughness.
4s. 4s to wound me.
No.
1 wound.
That's
1 path. 2. It's,
Minus 2,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. It's still a 4. That's a pass. Still on 2 hull points remaining. Now let's go over here, see if this drone can finally kill this last Leman Russ. And you're hitting on 3s. And there's no lethals. It's the 5s to wound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have a couple of 6s.
Got 1 wound left that tank. You're gonna do it. I see one wound.
Just a 1. Can you fail 1 save, please?
A 4 and it lives. It lives! It lives. Then the Leman Russ revved its engines, did nothing to the drone. The Sentinel tried to karate kick the Mephitic Blight Hauler, did nothing to that either. And that is the end of Death Guard. Turn 4 at 6 points to 5. And then the start of turn 4, the guard turn, the lightning storm explodes and stops me advancing 1 more time.
Yep.
As we got a guard turn 4. Okay, down in this corner of the battle grid, I've run out of battle grid. The Leman Russ will not quit the field and be shot for desertion. He will stick to the very edge of the designated field of fire and draw the fettered bloat drone down there. Fight for the ages. And down in the middle, I did have a demolish a Leman Russ, which has come round this way, Operation Defend the home field objective. Means I'm only going to get 1 point. It'll be 7 points to 5 when we go into turn 5. But to take the centre, that demolisher would have had to have killed that Plague Burst Crawler with all the shots in 1 round worth of shooting. And with a 5-up invulnerable save, I didn't fancy his chances. Plus, I really need to defend my home field objective. You can't take this. And the only thing you can kind of take it short of advancing somewhere is this Mephitic Blight Hauler. Mm-hmm. So it could be the game-winning move, he says. Could be. I passed the battle shock all over the place. Let's set the Mephitic Blight Hauler on fire with a Sentinel
I'm going to pop smoke
4
because
times.
why not?
Okay. And we don't burn it with fire because of smoke. But You're popping smoke. So we'll shoot you with the Demolisher. 5's to hit with all the multi-melters. One of them hits. It doesn't wound. So we are command pointing it because you are in multi-melter range. It doesn't wound. Cannon of the last variety doesn't hit. Okay, Demolisher shell. Number of shots, maximum effort. Hitting on 5s. Okay, hit 3 times. So finally hit something. And 3's to wound. We wound it all the times as well. Okay. Invulnerable saves, sir. All the invulnerable saves.
I'm good at these.
No, you're not. You failed 2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
2d6 damage, but it's uninjured, right?
Yeah.
So 10 wounds to get through. And that's 7. That's Nurgle's number. That's a good start. And I can't charge because I spent my CP on a rerun. That one fell back. That one can't. No. That's fine. That's the end of guard turn 4, and that was a little bit of cheating because I moved my sentinel too far away from that objective. Just Craig allowed me to nudge it back again, which makes it 7 points to 5. Before we add on the D3 each that we did for each other's warlord, but 7 points to 5 as we go on to Death Guard turn 5, and the storm howls and blows and does a lightning strike on something, and we'll do D6 wounds to this thing for 6 and kill it. So in the Death Guard movement phase, this Plague Burst Crawler needs to advance and crash through this ruin here with a CP, with a stratagem, and try to get to this objective. Relentless grind is the stratagem.
Yep.
How far can you advance? You need a big
10-inch
number.
movement plus.
That's 14? And that wasn't enough to get in range of the enemy objective there.
No.
A noble effort, though, because if you could have got there and then also spent next CP on shooting after advancing, then you could have blown them away and potentially scored this one. The Defiler's spun round as well, so he can shoot this one.
Yep.
The Spawn, a happy Spawn. On the central objective. The drone is coming in for round 8 against the Leman Russ, and the Death Shroud are chilling back there.
Wondering why they've been called down onto an objective.
Yeah. You are going to rack up 2 points for holding on to those 2 objectives. It will be 7-7. But is there any killing left in the Death Guard force? The Defiler has to shoot this one down here, this Sentinel. It's the only one he can see.
Yep.
D6 plus 3 shots. For 5 shots with the battle cannon. He's going to hit on 3s. And...
1.
Is that 1 hit?
That's just a 1 hit.
Brilliant.
Strength 10 though.
Okay. It wounds, and that's a failed save.
3 damage.
It's on 2 wounds
Autocannon.
remaining. Yep. 3 of them hit.
Strength 7.
4's to wound. Those
2 wounds.
2 are devastating. It was on 2 wounds. The autocannon stitches straight into the cockpit, kills the gunner, and the Sentinel falls to its death. Now you're spending the CP, so the Plague Burst Crawler has assault weapons, and you're shooting at Sentinel number 2.
Entry cannons.
And you hit both of the times.
Hits. Freeze.
And you wound once. That's a failed save. That is 3 damage, enough to kill the last Sentinel. And that one does detonate, but there's nothing within 6. And so, with no one currently holding the Imperial Guard home objective and only 2 tanks remaining for the Guard, this drone charges in again to try and kill this Leman.
It's got to happen, right?
This is the time.
It's been persistent.
This is the time. It definitely gets a badge for effort, you know.
Yep,
for
absolutely.
Yeah, they're lethal, you see. This is going to do it.
That's what needed.
5's to wound. Just 1 wound to get through. 5 wounds. It's angry, this little
It
drone.
is. It's really revved up.
Buzzing away, and yeah,
It did.
kills the Leman Russ, which doesn't bother.
Nearly kills me in return.
So at the end of Death Guard, turn 5, it's 7 points each, and I've got 1 tank left. The Imperial Guard column has been utterly cracked. And then the storm rages in my turn. The storm blows. What happens? There's a lightning strike. There's one...
It's a target-rich environment, right?
Yeah. D6 mortal wounds on my tank. The Emperor takes off 3 mortal wounds on my tank. Goes down to 6 remaining. This has to drive and get within range of that objective.
There's only one polite thing to do in this situation, isn't there?
Overwatch it with 6 wounds remaining.
Yeah.
Try and kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you don't kill it, it'll be 8-7.
Yep.
And then D3 each.
Yep.
If you do kill it...
7-7 and D3 each.
Yeah. Okay. Entropy cannons.
6s.
Yes. One of them. That's the hit. It's lethal. It goes through. I'm going to need a save. That's not a save. It's an entropy cannon. I'm in contagion range. D6 plus 1 damage. For 5 damage. Puts it on 1 remaining. Sluggers? Nothing.
6s. And the number of shots.
From the big shell. For 7 shot. Nurgle's number. Nurgle's number on the big shell. This will do it, surely. 6s, and they'll be lethal.
1.
There's a lethal hit. Okay. I need a 4.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a 4. Let's command point it. That's a 4.
That is a 4.
That's a 4. However, it does splash damage, and on a 5, it will do D3 mortal wounds, and you'll table me. No. And at the start of the command phase, right at the very start, I didn't need to take a battle shock test because he wasn't below. You've got him down. Okay, so he does score that one. Then we shoot at your Plague Burst Crawler and hit it 3 times, and just wound it once with the multi-melter, and you make the save. And then we put the las cannon in and miss, and the demolisher shell fires 7 times and hits on 5s, and then wounds on 3s, and those are invulnerable saves as well. And you fail every single one.
It continues. And
it does 4d6 damage.
Oh.
This is a tank battle.
This is.
Next to this ruined Cathedral of Filth. I mean, look at this. There's this chaosy thing going on here. You put me down to 1 wound, and I, in return, don't smite you into the ground either. Put that tank
down to 1 wound.
Down to 1 wound as well. And that is the end of turn 5. I've got a tank on a wound. What have you got left? That one. You've still got a few things left.
Yeah.
Still got a few things left. Now, neither of us managed to break each other's lines and take our enemy objective for the extra D6. So that was glorious over here. Glorious effort, nearly. But you're 1 point behind, and we get D3 each for Slay the Warlord, and I think you should roll first. See what I'm working with. Because if you roll a 1, you lose. A 2, it could be a draw. Anyway, let's see what you get. Good luck. It's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. You're winning by 2.
Yes.
You're winning by 2. See, Just Craig, this is the reason why I like little narrative missions like this. Because it comes down to the very dice roll. On a last dice roll. On a 1-2, I lose. On a 3-4, it's a draw. And on a 5-6, I win. It's as simple as that. Okay. For the Emperor? For the Emperor! For the Emperor! I don't know why I ever doubted the pluckiness of the Imperial Guard. It is a victory this day in the raging storm. And this is the way the world ends. So that's twice now you played that mission.
Yeah.
How did you get on at the event that we did?
I won this mission at the event.
Right.
Yep.
What did you play? What army did you play?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
It was such a long time
It was.
ago.
It
was 4 in one day, and there was a lot of alcohol. Someone was very drunk.
Someone did get very drunk. Who was that?
That was me.
I think it's Blue Horrors and Pink Horrors, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you have a pink horror, and then after it, you have to have 2 blue horrors. Yeah, that's the rule.
Yep.
And then they made up a whole new drink called Brimstone Horrors, but that one was a bit... You had to have 3 of them, and that one was a bit rough. What do we think of narrative 40k, Just Craig?
I love it. The fact it can come down to a dice roll for lose, draw, win. It's the way you're meant to play it. You don't get that in competitive matched, however 40k plays.
Yeah, I mean, you can play 40k however you want.
Yes,
you play competitively, play narrative, play 40k your way. They're your toys. It's your paint job. It's your money.
Yep.
And I'm rather looking forward to 11. I think 10th edition has been quite a strong edition for competitive play. And I think the base rules for 40k, the base system and the balance at the moment is in quite a healthy state. And I'm rather looking forward to 11th edition. If they bring on some narrative stuff, other than just the Crusade, then an open war deck or a Maelstrom of War deck or something like that. If they don't, we'll still keep making up stuff. as we go along, but it's in quite a healthy place right now. For all my members, the mission packs are all in the event missions pack in the Discord. For anyone else, someone in the comment section is going to write a breakdown of the rules somewhere for everyone else. I don't know how to pin like Word docs onto YouTube. I don't think you can. But we do hope you enjoyed that game. Warhammer 40k. That was fun. That was a victory for the Guard. Happy wargaming.